This match may not even get started. It looks like Mr. McMahon wants no part of getting in that steel cage with the rattlesnake. I don't blame him. Hey, wait.
McMahon running away. McMahon running away from Austin.
Have you ever seen McMahon run like that before, JR?
Only the last time I asked him for a raise. He ran right out of his office.
And now, look at this.
Doorway, trying to kick Austin away.
Yeah, now he's not going to let Stone Cold Steve Austin inside the cage. Oh, look out.
And now Austin's toying with McMahon. I'm glad McMahon's wearing dark tights, dark clothing, because I got to believe he's scared to death. Austin.
Well, there are more than one way to get inside that cage. Looks like Stone Cold Steve Austin's going to climb up and into the cage.
And McMahon tried to climb out.
What in the world?
Austin up there on the top.
McMahon proving pretty agile.
Oh, gosh, Austin's left knee buckled. Austin's left knee, as he jumped from the cage, twisted, and now Stone Cold Steve Austin right in front of us, writhing in pain.
And look at this, Mr. McMahon sees an injured Austin. I think he's going to take advantage, JR.
McMahon very opportunistic. Austin trying to get the feeling back in that knee, trying to straighten it out. And
hey, wait a minute. Oh, yes, Stone Cold strikes. Mr. McMahon is down.
Austin feigning and suckered McMahon right into the outside.
Watch it, watch it.
Steve Austin with the offense.
Well, the trick sometimes when you get outside the ring is survival. The match becomes almost secondary when you get near all these dangerous objects.
Mr. McMahon, groggy and wide open here. Mr. McMahon, groggy and wide open here.
Cage matches can be won by escaping the cage, pinfall, or submission. Like it or not, nicely done by Mr. McMahon to reverse it. There's no more brutal or aggressive way to settle a dispute than inside the steel cage. For a guy without any significant training, Mr. McMahon is a heck of a fighter. That one went wide.
Oh, that's one way to make your lunch come back up.
Mr. McMahon, groggy and wide open here.
Somehow, he's kicked it into another gear here tonight.
It's going to be hard to rebound from that one.
Oh, out here you have to be able to think on your feet lightning fast. One mistake, one moment of hesitation, and you could find yourself in a...
Oh, look at this. I think, that was a low blow, JR.
Oh, that's a tenor shot. That's south of the border.
And look at now, Vince McMahon, I think he feels the only safe place for him is inside that cage away from Austin. He's going to try to climb in again, but, the rattlesnake going right after him.
McMahon has made a bad decision here. He should have, don't leave your feet, Vince. You know there's only one way to go, and that's down for you.
Right.
Austin's got evil intentions.
Gravity will bring you down, Mr. McMahon.
What a shot right to the head. Oh, my God. Oh, for the love of God, McMahon, the chairman of WWE, has just crashed through the announce table. And Austin is surveying his handiwork and likes what he has seen.
Oh, my God. Mr. McMahon, JR, you had
We need help. We need help.
20 feet down through that, from the steel cage down through the announce table. He's history.
And they're bringing a gurney down. And
this is bad.
Fink's here to make some sort of announcement, one would assume.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this bout.
Don't move me. No, looks like the rattlesnake wants to have a few words.
Well, Finkel makes his announcement while Mr. McMahon is being attended to. He's hurt badly, is McMahon.
When I came here, I said I made a few guarantees going into this match, which haven't happened yet. As far as I'm concerned, the match never really started because when the bell never rang and we was never in the ring at the same time, so he ain't gonna lose that easy. Now, jackass, that's you in the black. Is the son of a bitch still breathing? Well, since he is still breathing, if you want me to finish this can of whoop ass, give me a hell yeah.
Well, that is the bottom line. Trying to get the chairman of WWE to safety and to get him some medical help. But Austin again coming down from the cage.
Wait a minute, Jerry. What's Steve Austin? Come on, Stone Cold. I think Mr. McMahon has had enough.
Austin with those evil blue eyes has got evil intentions as well.
Hold it. Wait a minute. You can't do this. Not to Mr. McMahon. Oh, look out. Oh, my God. Oh.
What a ride from McMahon, but an even worse landing. McMahon's head splat right off the ring, the steel cage. Face and cage. Cage wins.
Not more. No. Oh, my goodness.
All this pent-up animosity, this rage coming out of Stone Cold Steve Austin. How much more can the chairman of WWE take? We know he's tough, but how tough can any human being be with this kind of treatment?
I think the Rattlesnake wants to finish Mr. McMahon off once and for all. Now back into the cage again.
It took long enough this match to get started, and Austin wants to end it inside the squared circle. Austin.
Uh-oh, JR. Don't turn around, Mr. McMahon. You won't like the view.
Hard clothesline. What a tough start for McMahon after all he's been through before the bell even rang. Off the top rope.
He's going all the way up. Look at this hang time.
Oh, listen to this. Oh, my goodness. The impact.
This crowd going crazy for Stone Cold Steve Austin, who wants to go to WrestleMania. But first he wants to demolish totally, physically, emotionally, Mr. McMahon.
And you're right, JR. Over 19,000 people in unison cheering for Stone Cold Steve Austin. They want him to finish off McMahon completely.
Austin is enjoying this. He's enjoying his handiwork.
And here he goes.
Austin can set both feet on the floor. He wins this match.
And look at Mr. McMahon. Driven by unadulterated hatred, he's flipping off the Rattlesnake.
Now
Not a wise move.
What other chairman of a major publicly traded company would do this?
Wait, Austin going back inside the cage? Mr. McMahon, you're not going to like this.
He's in big trouble. Steve Austin being pressed hard. Oh, and folks, it don't get more painful than that.
Oh my gosh, Austin relentless in his punishment of poor Mr. McMahon.
Austin is beating McMahon like a government mule. But McMahon is proving that he's $2 steak tough because he's got his ass whipped big time by Stone Cold Steve Austin in this steel cage match.
Oh no, but JR, when is enough? He's going to destroy poor Mr. McMahon. And now talking smack as well.
When it comes to these two, their rivalry, they completely detest each other. Now Austin going to escape the cage, win the match.
Finally, mercifully, it will be over. Mr. McMahon won't have to absorb any more punishment.
Hey, look at McMahon.
What?
I cannot believe the double middle fingers, and Austin's not going to stand for it.
Let's face it, Vince hates Stone Cold Steve Austin. Oh no, Austin's coming back to punish Mr. McMahon some more.
Will this conflict ever end?
Steve Austin doing a great job of turning that around.
I'll tell you, never hesitate when you're in the ring with the chairman.
Look at that Austin. He's an animal. All he wants to do is see Mr. McMahon bleed.
Well, darn it, King. If someone spit in your face, you'd probably act the same way.
And that'll knock the air out of you. And as you probably know, you can't.
Stone Cold Steve Austin has waited for this day, JR. And it's finally here. He's going to finish off Mr. McMahon. Here comes the stunner!
Stunner! Stunner! Stunner! And an earful from Austin to Mr. McMahon. My God, King.
What?
Out of the wrestler in the ring, through the ring is Paul White.
Paul White?
This is a massive human being.
You're right.
He's a giant.
His appendix scar is 4 feet long. Look at this guy.
He's colossal. Look at the size speed of this man.
Oh my gosh. Stone Cold Steve Austin is bitten off more than he can chew now.
And there's no disqualification inside the cage. McMahon has out-strategized Stone Cold Steve Austin by literally hiding Paul White underneath the ring. McMahon wants White, this giant, to break Austin into pieces to make sure Austin doesn't go to WrestleMania.
Oh, and he throws. Look at this.
Oh, my God. The cage broke. Austin.
Oh, man.
Both feet touch the floor. Austin wins. Stone Cold's going to WrestleMania.